My radio segment is called The Locals Guide to Brick Lane, Episode 1, Life in the Areas of Tower Hamlets. I interviewed 3 different people, and initially I wanted to get a response from the areas they live in, the experiences they had in the area, the memories, and the interesting things that they were able to do where they live. And in terms of sound effects, I had 5 different sound effects, and here's an example of 2 of the sound effects which I used. Welcome to the first episode of The Locals Guide to Brick Lane. I have 3 people who are willing to share stories of places in which they reside in and the things that they value in that particular area. First up is Abu Tahir, and he's a youth worker in Tower Hamlets. Abu Tahir, he resides in Tower Hamlets, and he is a youth worker in Tower Hamlets. Hello.
Hi.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, please?
I'm a youth worker that works near Brick Lane.
Can you tell me a little bit about Brick Lane?
It's really ethnically diverse, and there's so many different shops and people who are like from all 4 corners of the globe.
Do you have any good memories in Brick Lane?
Yes, I do. I would say my favorite memory would be when I once went to a shop and there was a man that was very drunk. So drunk that he just started singing like happy birthday about some random person called Steve, I think it was.
That's very amusing. So what's your normal day like living in Brick Lane? What do you see?
A normal day at Brick Lane is just getting up, seeing everyone like go about the business and like going to the youth center and working with kids, keeping them off the street, stuff like that.
Does this area have any significance to you?
Yeah, I've lived here all my life.
Well, thank you for your response, Abu, and taking part in the first episode of The Locals Guide to Brick Lane. Next we have is Omnia Tajni. This is Omnia Tajni. She is a student in a college in Road. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Well, I was born in Royal London Hospital in Whitechapel, and I have been living here for the past 18 years of my life.
What is your favourite memory of living in Whitechapel?
So my upbringing, as I said, was based in Whitechapel, so I would say my favourite memory would be playing outside with my neighbours when we were young.
Is this a special place to you? If so, why?
Yes, it is a special place to me because, as I said, I've been living here for the past 18 years of my life, so my life practically revolves around this area.
Is there any significance in this area for you? Do you have any good memories?
I like the fact that there are so many local food places such as the Medicine, Nando's, Cookies and Creams, and much more.
What is a normal day like?
Well, my normal day is quite boring. I go to college every day, but during my free time or half-time holidays, I go out with my friends and family, and we don't go very far because, like I said, there's a lot of local food places that we like to visit and try out.
Thank you for your response, Omnia. and thank you once again for taking part in the first episode of the Locals Guide to Brick Lane. Last but not least, here I have is Abdul, who is from Shadwell, and he's willing to share his stories about Watney Market.
My name is Abdul.
Today's questions were based on life in the area of Tahanats. Are you okay with this?
Yeah, that's completely fine.
What is your favourite memory of this area?
My favourite memory from this area is growing up playing with my friends and family and being part of this community.
Is this a special place to you?
Yes, this is a very special place to my heart because my family grew up there and I did, and I believe this is the only community where I belong.
Is there any significance in this area for you?
Yes, this area is very significant to me because I spent my childhood there.
What makes this place very amusing?
This place is very amusing because you meet different people from different walks of life. The market is very vibrant. You see different products on sale. You get to explore. You get to find new things, and in general, it's just a very nice atmosphere.
Thank you for answering the questions, Abdul, and taking part in the first episode of the Locals Guide to Brick Lane. Thank you for taking part in listening to today's episode of the Locals Guide to Brick Lane. I hope from this episode you have gained information about some places in Tower Hamlets, and maybe someday you can go there and visit these places yourself. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you and bye-bye.
I thought some of the questions are a bit repetitive because I would say 2 or 3 questions had the exact same answer from the people. So I think you might want to, like, if you were going to do it again, like, change up the questions a bit.
I like how you included 3 different people from 3 different locations.
The sound effects worked very well. I felt immersed in the environment, and I think the music choice was well done as well. It was a really relaxing kind of podcast. I liked it. You know, you could just listen to it casually.
I liked it that you found a youth worker. They're always interesting because they have such an insight into an area because they work with so many different young people. I agree about the questions. I think you could have perhaps not only asked different questions, like not because you sort of asked the same questions and phrased in different ways, but specific to that interviewee as well. So the youth worker, for example, you know, you mentioned about keeping kids off the streets. You know, you could have followed up with a question about, well, what are the problems here? What are they getting up to? If they, you know, if you weren't here, what would they be doing? So the kinds of, just to get a bit more specifics of the area and the people that he deals with. Yeah, but there were some really nice moments, like the images of the drunk guy singing "Happy Birthday." Like I started picturing him. Yeah, no, it was an interesting selection of people, but I think it's pushed them a bit more for like detail about what they do and what their responses are.
I don't have much to add, but yeah, basically everything Finn said. And I also enjoyed although I agree that the interview questions could have been like changed up a little bit. I kind of enjoyed the inadvertent comedy when you got owned by Mahid. And that's actually really nice that we kept that in.
Cool. Thank you.